Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
180. Easy to learn.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Walker now on 1st and 10. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, it's Walker. Past the 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half.
24. Chargers 21.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football. And now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
From the 50, here's Herbert. That's taken in by Palmer. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Hampton. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and in your experience, how many times have you run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we're just going to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay at a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. He'll try and do this himself. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
32.
Here we go on fourth. Stafford. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. They'll wind up getting 4 down to 36.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
13 yards on the play. And the Chargers, first down.
Here's Herbert. Now he's going to step up and run. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
That's another.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
21. Set.
Hampton. Touchdown, Chargers. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
It's second down.
Hey, give me radar. Leroy.
Back to throw, Stafford. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Middle.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Pass complete there to McCool. And they work this out past the 25. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
Touchdown, Rams.
A first run now for Kyron Williams. And he's going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Not too finish happy for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, LA! Kyron Williams, 61 yards. And the Rams have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third is we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Home to try. Ready.
Play action. It's Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Another Chargers.
Up the middle, it's Hampton.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Hampton going to try to punch it in.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Omarion Hampton,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th-quarter lead.
Chargers 35, Rams 31.
And here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get it behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's go now. Hot 70, hot 70. 32.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
But now he appears to be in some pain. More from L.A. in a moment. They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3.
250.
Throwing is Stafford. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here we go. This is fourth down.
Ready.
They snap it to Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
At their 48-yard line.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Now it's Stafford. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. A critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that, that can finish things off for them.
Left side, he finds Pierce.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. On the ground, it's Jarquez Hunter. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 6 coming up. Stafford going to change it up here.
Again on the ground with Hunter. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
White 180.
Stafford now to throw. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Stafford.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad track.
And he can't get it thrown away. He's taken down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
3rd and
Yellow 80! Yellow 80! Hey, 22!
Now Stafford. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was a big shot for the end zone. You've still got a little bit of time here. You have to expect we'll see another. And remember, no timeouts left. So if you throw it short of the end zone and you're tackled, that's going to be the ball game.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
One last throw here for Stafford.
Oh, no, this is a disaster. They try to fake spike, and he gets sacked. Well, they came so close, Charles. They were knocking on the door in a one-possession game, but ultimately the defense held tough to get the victory.
And doesn't it feel like it just leaves them asking what could have been? So many moments when they could have had a big play to change the outcome of this game. And let's face it, none bigger than that final snap that just fell short.
So for Los Angeles, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.